Tonight, we're learning the fight over redistricting in Indiana is far from over.
You might remember we had that development on Friday. The president pro tem of the Senate here in Indiana came forward, issued a statement saying, you know what, there's not enough support for a new congressional map for the state, so they're not going to meet to vote. But in the days since then, President Trump and his allies have waged a high-pressure campaign to change his mind. 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker joins us live in studio, breaking down that campaign, which includes a swatting call against a member of the Indiana GOP.
Yeah, ladies, that call came in Terre Haute against one of the Republican state senators who hasn't said one way or another where he stands on redistricting, but he isn't the only top Indiana Republican who came under fire from the White House.
President Trump posted today that if an Indiana state lawmaker doesn't support redistricting, he'll be, in his words, quote, strongly endorsing against them. Those words part of a post from Trump today on Truth Social. They came a day after another post from the president, one where he named names, saying, quote, very disappointed in Indiana State Senate Republicans, led by Rhino Senators Rod Bray and Greg Good, for not wanting to redistrict their state, allowing the United States Congress to perhaps gain 2 more Republican seats. The president also called out Governor Mike Braun, referring to him as, quote, a friend of mine, saying, quote, Governor Mike Braun perhaps is not working the way he should to get the necessary votes, considering that Mike wouldn't be governor without me, not even close, is disappointing. Hours after the president's post on Sunday, Republican Senator Greg Good, who was named by President Trump, announced that he had been the victim of a swatting incident where someone called police and falsely reported what Good called a, quote, domestic violence emergency. In a statement, Senator Good said in part, while this entire incident is unfortunate and reflective of the volatile nature of our current political environment, I give thanks to God that my family and I are okay. After today's annual breakfast with the Indiana Chamber, where leaders from both the House and Senate attended, Democratic Senate Minority Leader Shelley Yoder addressed what happened to Senator Good.
It's terrible. It's sad. I'm relieved that Senator Good and his family are safe, that law enforcement responded accordingly, and that's really all I have to say about that. It sounds like he was doing his job.
Hey, Senator Bray, would you just answer a couple questions?
Members of the press also tried to ask Senator Bray some questions following the breakfast, but he did not stop to take any.
And Governor Braun posting on X this morning saying he had spoken with President Trump on the phone today about redistricting and he remains committed to it. We also heard briefly from Senator Bray on the same topic. He and the other legislative leaders spoke at today's chamber breakfast about legislative priorities for the upcoming session. Tomorrow is Organization Day. And ladies, that's the start, really the official start of the 2026 legislative session. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll break down that and really explain why redistricting is kind of hanging over tomorrow's Organization Day, really. That's
percolating.
Percolating for sure.
All right, Emily, thank you.